Alrighty, happy Friday, everybody. I'm Fox 19 Now First Alert Meteorologist Brad Maushart with the 7:15 live weather show. The final time I'm doing this 7:15 weather show, at least for the foreseeable future, because we have somebody new joining us next week, which will be unveiled, I'm sure, on Monday. So up until then, you have me. One last time, you have to sit through the pit of misery with me. Hey, it's been gloomy all day, right? We had the rain that pushed through the later afternoon, early evening hours. But at least you can see Paycor Stadium there behind me. That's an improvement from what we saw earlier where you couldn't even make out the stadium. Could barely see 10 feet in front of this camera. So that's a plus. Here comes the weather number of the day, 96 plus. And that is the number of hours we have been spending without sunshine, if you had lost count there about halfway through this week. Last time we saw the sun was at sunset on Monday. That was, 5:20 something Monday. It's been gloomy ever since. This matches our longest stretch of the year. That was back April 3rd to 6th. We last saw a stretch of no sunshine this long. We continue to count down the days as well. We are under a week away from Thanksgiving. Obviously, Thursday was yesterday. That puts it 6 days away because it is next Thursday. Hanukkah just over 3 weeks away when that begins. And Christmas Day is just a little over a month from now. If I'm doing my math correctly, we still have, including this weekend, 5 weekends until Christmas week. With that said, I've been telling you the last couple of days, this would be a great weekend to get a jump on the holiday decor, the outdoor stuff, because next weekend does not look as warm. Sunday, it looks better than it did, but still, by the end of next week, if you're trying to do it, let's say Black Friday or early Saturday, it's going to be a little chilly outside. Also, slim chances for some rain pushed back in late next Sunday, and we'll have another storm system as we work our way into December. But that is a long ways away. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. But basically what I was getting at there is you're running out of time if you're trying to get stuff done before Christmas while the weather is still kind of nice. This weekend will be kind of nice. I know it doesn't look nice out there right now, even over my shoulder with the Paycor lights there, having to shoot through some of the drizzle and the mist that's still hanging around. But most, at least the widespread rainfall has pushed off to the northeast. You're still seeing that through portions of Warren, Clinton, Highland counties, Adams County this evening. Off to the southwest and around downtown, we are seeing a little drying out period, but you can still see some lingering showers down in Louisville and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder that might try to sneak in late tonight. That's sweeping through southern Illinois right now. We'll keep an eye on that, but even most of that should hang around Lexington or points southward, something to keep an eye on. Nevertheless, so that lousy low slowly pinwheeling east. We're going to be stuck with some shower activity. Likely not too widespread, but at least some shower activity into Saturday morning. And then by the afternoon, we'll see that sun come back for the first time, in which will be well over 100 hours of gloom for us here in Cincinnati. But all weekend, once that sun does come out, which it should, most spots between about noon and 3 tomorrow, we are on our way to a really nice weekend. Plenty of sunshine outside, high temperatures. By Sunday, rebound into the upper 50s. We do have some ups and downs here, right? This is the upward swing. We're back to the low to mid 50s outside tomorrow. Some sunshine as well. Sunday looks great. Bengals game, FC Cincinnati. A cold morning Sunday, a little chilly in the 30s, but we're back in almost up to 60 degrees in many spots there Sunday afternoon. That is the upward swing. We also have the downs on there. We are going down in a big way. By Thanksgiving Day, it is going to be pretty chilly out there. So like I said, try to take advantage of this weekend. Hello, JD. I'm doing good. Always hungry as usual. What is the weather for Canton tomorrow morning? You are going to be dealing with some showers. They're still going to be there through about midday or so before they clear back out. But yeah, you'll have the rain up that way as well. I don't have anybody else popping in here, so we'll keep on going. But if you have questions, as always, don't forget, you can always chime in. I'll try to do my best to answer them, even if it's outside of the Cincinnati area. Bearcats tomorrow, the game is late, right? So I showed you that high temperature Saturday, low 50s. By the time tailgating starts, let's say 5 to 6 o'clock, we'll be dropping from the 50s into the 40s. The sun sets tomorrow. Remember, most of this tailgating is going to be in the dark. Sun sets at 5:19, kickoff at 8 o'clock. And as you head home there a little later in the evening, around 10, 11, we'll be in the lower 40s. Probably want a coat on for this one. Just depends on your cold tolerance. It's not going to be too breezy or anything, but temperatures will drop off pretty quick with those mostly clear skies into Sunday morning, which, again, will be back in the 30s. Sunday itself looks great once we get past the chilly morning. A lot of sunshine all day long. Few clouds by the evening, but For the march, you could probably put a sweatshirt, wrap it around you, right? Tie it around your waist. Probably won't need it for 3 o'clock, but a little closer to kickoff at 5 o'clock for this big playoff push there Sunday. We're going to start to see those temperatures drop because just after 5 o'clock the sun will set and we'll end up in the upper 40s by the big celebration later on in the evening, hopefully. We're going to wait through Saturday. There's the sun returning for the afternoon. We hang out a mostly clear sky, sunshine for Sunday, no weather issues all weekend. Really, really nice, but enjoy that free vitamin D. Enjoy the old scare ball because it will go into hiding again early next week. Monday, the clouds quickly increase. Scattered showers roll in by Monday evening. And then that rain chance, big storm chance arrives Tuesday. So this has progressively been speeding up all week, right? That's been the trend earlier. In the week we were talking about a Wednesday arrival. Then a couple days ago it got bumped up to a Tuesday arrival. And even yesterday it still looked like a Tuesday afternoon kind of event. It does look like the worst of the system is going to be arriving just in time for the Tuesday morning drive. We'll have a case of the terrible Tuesdays again. Can't rule out a stronger storm, but most of this is going to be garden variety stuff as that warm front lifts through. Cold front crashes through late, and then temperatures are going to start to tumble quickly. By about midnight Tuesday, so just a couple hours after this on the weather timeline, we'll be at about 55 degrees. We'll be dropping all day Wednesday as that storm system presses off to the northeast. You can see that big lousy low spinning over Ontario, and we are going to be on the chilly side of it. Chilly. Next chance for a freeze is early in some spots as Monday morning. That's what somebody's asking. We could see temperatures drop below the freezing point Monday morning. If you're looking for a real big cool down, it's going to be Thursday and Friday mornings of this coming week. That will be Thanksgiving, and Black Friday mornings will likely be in the 20s. So it's coming. Here we go with this big cool down. Again, it's dragging in that cooler air. We'll keep our eyes off to the northwest, too. You can note out there near Alberta. That's why they call these what they are called, the Alberta Clippers. Right, these systems, these lows can dive out of the northwest sometimes and head our direction and clip on through. That is our next chance after Tuesday to see some precipitation. That is scheduled for Black Friday, and it will be possibly the wintry mix variety. A little wintry, a little rainy, a little mixy. We'll call it a wintry mix. Just depends on where that freezing line lines up. I'm not expecting anything in way of accumulation, so don't get too excited over that. But you could see some flakes briefly falling by the end of next week. And there won't be too many high school playoff football games going at that point, right? We're eliminating half every week. By the end of next week, if you still have a high school playoff football game or you just have any plans on a Friday, yeah, maybe some flakes flying for that. But the big thing is, I think for everybody, is just going to be the cold. Because despite climbing up into the upper 30s for this, which is why we'll see the wintry mix, temperatures are going to tumble off very quickly into Saturday morning. We're back down into the 20s again, and then we'll start our latest rebound. Saturday looks mostly dry. Late Saturday night, we could see Saturday's good. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Saturday's good. Sunday, late, as you can see here in the image. That's when we could see another slim chance for a shower. So, again, pretty active pattern. A lot to digest here. This is Sunday after Thanksgiving, right? The final day of November, the 30th. And then better rain chances, storm chances roll back in again as we roll into December. It's a big cool down. Here's what I'm talking about, ups and downs, right? Big ups, big downs. When you see temperatures doing this like a roller coaster, you're going to see active weather, and that's what we're seeing outside here in Cincinnati in the next couple of weeks, it looks like. 60 degrees, well above normal on Monday. That's our warmest day, the next 10 by a long shot. And then right behind it, Thanksgiving, a little cold turkey. If you're going on any of the many runs that people go on, those crazy people that go running on Thanksgiving morning or exercising, if that's you, you're going to want to bundle up. Don't try to thaw out your turkey outside. That's not going to work this year. It's going to be a little too chilly. Yeah, it's looking a little chilly next week. 42 Saturday, then a quick rebound again into the first day of December. Yes, it is that time of the year when the first day of December has already made it into the 10-day forecast. That is how much or how little of the year we have left. Here's the 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook. Temperature-wise, could go either way because we're going to have those ups and downs, right? When we have the downs, we're going to be below normal. When we have the ups, we're going to be above normal. And then, in combination with that, we'll have above normal precipitation. It's a very active stretch, and that lingers all the way through December the 5th. Here's your 7-day forecast. I'll put that up here, full screen for you, so you can see it, even on a mobile device if you're watching here on a Friday night. I know it's kind of dreary outside, but I don't want to hold you up too long, so if you do have those Friday plans, you can get out there and enjoy them, or stay inside and enjoy them. 53 tomorrow. That sunshine will come back for the first time in over 100 hours by Saturday afternoon. We hang on a sunshine all day long on Sunday. A lot of Cincy sports happening this weekend. We have all the high school football stuff happening tonight. We have the Bearcats tomorrow. We have the Bangos on Sunday, and FC Cincinnati with their playoff push on Sunday evening. Monday also still dry. That's your last chance to get out there and get some yard work in before the next round of rain arrives on Tuesday, and the temperatures are tumbling all day from that, from 55 at midnight through the day Wednesday through the 40s, 30s, eventually upper 20s early Thanksgiving morning. Bundle up if you have those early Thanksgiving Day plans. Friday, a spotty, wintry mix. No, not expecting any accumulation at this time. That could, like I said, change. It's still a long ways out, but we'll keep an eye on it. At least for now, not expecting any big accumulation. Saturday, Sunday, we start the next warm-up, and we're back into the mid-50s again as we head into December, which would put us well above normal. Let's see, another question. What is the weather coming in? Thanksgiving, I'm assuming that's what you mean there, in Aurora, Illinois. All right, let's hop back. Hold, please, as we see. This is what I do. I go back and I try to be a people pleaser here. So that's Sunday. That's Monday. That's the next storm system, which is catalyst for change into the big cool down for Thanksgiving. After that, here we go. That's Thursday morning. And I know you've seen a lot of hype maps out there, right? I've seen them floating around, talking about how awful it's going to be, and there's snow everywhere for Thanksgiving. Please be careful of who you get these images from on the internet, because some people lie just because they want you to click on things. It's not me. I've never been that way, and I refuse to. The only thing I'm going to do is post really dumb memes on my Facebook page. With that said, there will be some snow, but it's lake effect stuff, right? The wind around that low is going to be a west to east. So we don't have a big threat for that here in the tri-state or in Illinois for that matter. All of Illinois should be mostly sunny, really, most of the day there Thursday, maybe a few clouds late, but no issues on Thanksgiving Day itself. The only problem you're going to have is if you have to head up to Cleveland. Cleveland, Buffalo, that area, just east of Lake Erie, they will see the lake effect snow. Same with, areas of upstate New York. We have areas of the Mitten that'll be getting some snow off of Lake Michigan, northern Lake Michigan. Areas east of Lake Superior in the UP, they will be getting some lake effect snow. But outside of that, if I zoom out, you'll see that, I don't know, just eyeballing that, what is that, about 70% of the country, maybe more? Outside of some gloom, no major issues here for Thanksgiving Day. So really no big problems out there. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape outside of just trying to stay warm. Then we'll keep our eyes on that Clipper system up to the northwest as that dives in here to the tri-state next Friday. That'll be Black Friday afternoon and evening. All right, going back to the 10-day, there's the first 7. We round out November and head into December. And like I said, by the time we hit December, we're warming back up again. But that is another storm system that'll be arriving for the 1st of December. We're, again, keeping our eyes on it because it's still a long ways out. But that one also has the potential for some lightning. So just that time of the year, we have the big ups and downs. Eventually, it will all go down. So enjoy the warm-ups where you can get them. I can't even say we'll see any more 60s for the rest of the year. Maybe that's it Monday. We'll see. A lot of December to get through. Finally, you can always follow me. I did say there were going to be some lousy memes posted. These are all over Facebook. You can join me there anytime. Join us again at 10 and 11. By the way, I'm dropping this first alert weather day because things are wrapping up, so you won't see all this red in your face this evening. Join us at 10. Actually, just join us at 10, or whenever we start. We have a full hour of news, but we have, what was it, college football or basketball? We have one of those things on tonight. I don't know. I'm an expert in these things. We have something going on tonight before the news, then we have a full hour, and then we're done. And then it goes to sports. They're going to be talking about that Elder St. X game. They got all kinds of other playoff games happening across the tri-state this weekend. I think Byland's still in the playoffs out there in Indiana. Anyway, exciting stuff for all the kids playing, and not so much excitement for the fans that are standing in the stands in a damp and dreary and very cool November night. So I do not envy you. Warm up later, and we'll see you again at 10, so you can feel your toes again. We'll see you then, and of course we'll see you again through the weekend and next week. And next week, if you're wondering what happened, got a new chief coming to town. She begins That's all I'm going to say. On Monday afternoon, you can catch her then. I will be back to my normal shows, which goes back to 10, 11, 3, and 4. So 10 and 11 in the morning, 3 and 4 in the afternoon. So I will be commandeering the noon streaming show. You can catch me then. I know, that ruins all of your evening plans. Who's going to give you the bad news? It'll be somebody new. We'll see you again at 10 o'clock tonight and early next week.